Good day, everyone. Welcome to Exile's One Portal. I'm your co-host, Casper, here with Mr. Coffee, who is currently taking a dab, and he is undisposed to at the moment. I just started recording like an asshole. Um, it's okay. Take your time, brother. Take your time. Um, you were currently muted, so they can't hear you. So don't worry about it. So we are 5 days in to the league, and we wanted to post this update. We don't typically blow you up with content. That is not our style. We play the game just as much as you do. So oftentimes we try to like space out our content to make sure that we just giving our opinions on what's going on. See what the current update. We are currently pending an big update and improvement to the league content. So we felt like we wanted to take this break here and then talk about the content. Coffee, you good? Okay, barely. All right, I'll give you some more time. So here we are. We roughly is 12:40 p.m. Eastern. Just to let you guys know what time it is, and we are April 3rd. This is probably going to air probably sometime tomorrow morning when I get some time to post it. So, you good for coffee? All right.
I'm actually quite excited for this patch, man.
Yeah. Talk about it.
A lot of UI changes, sorting issues, itemizing corpses issues. Because I know you have definitely run into the problem where you have no corpse room and you're sitting there.
Yeah.
Like, because this happened to me in maps, and I'm sitting there like, and the guy won't take you to the thing.
There's a few things. There's a few things UI wise, which I hope they address.
They did say that they're making some very significant UI changes. So,
well, you know that my UI was bugged for like the past 3 days, 2 days.
yeah, I was about to say like 2 days, 2 or 3 days. I'm shocked that it was bugged that long, and that just like restarting didn't fix it or something. You know what I mean?
No. I honestly thought it was my toddler who hit a keybind or something for it, and like then all of a sudden like just I don't have access to it no more, and I kind of just gave up, and I kind of just moved on.
It actually makes sense now that I think about it, because as you were playing with me the other day, you were dying and I was dying from things that we were, because you weren't looking at the mods because you couldn't. And I was like, dude, what the fuck is going on? And then I looked at a list of the mods today, bro. Yeah, there's some shit that's in there, man.
Yeah, and my original tree giga juiced that content.
Oh fuck yeah!
Yeah, I went straight into that, and
you were getting gapped.
My maps. Okay, where do I start, man? I don't even know where to start with this, but I've had a really, really bad league start. I feel like I've been super slow in getting up and running, mostly because I felt like maybe I didn't choose the right starter. Like I'm real slow when it comes to mapping. I clear, but it takes me a little bit. And
so actually, I don't know if you know this. You're getting a buff as soon as the patch is live.
What do you mean? I haven't read the patch notes, so.
Oh yeah, okay. So you're getting a buff. Apparently there was a bug that was causing leech not to take. It would only to give you 10% of the leech you're intended to.
Oh fuck yes.
Yeah. So they're fixing that. And the people were saying that's huge because, and I don't know. I feel like you're doing enough damage, but I feel like everything is like giga tanky. I think I really
do. Bro, everything feels so beefy, and I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, my champion, the reason I chose it because I didn't really want a fast mapper. I wanted to get up to the point where I got enough currency and I could dump in a little bit into it, and then I could just boss. Like, that's what it was, the purpose of it. And it's supposed to excel more than a lot of other starter builds when it comes to boss killing. I'm doing Absolution, for those of you wondering what I'm doing. And even rares is like, I can't kill them. Like, it just takes a little bit to kill them. And I'm like, I keep overlooking my gear. I keep looking like this is a gem level skill. It doesn't really scale for other things. Other than there's a few stats here that does scale it, but for the most part, you're supposed to do this out the gate with like a tabula and the level 20 gem, and I'm not doing that. And I'm sitting there telling myself like, what's up with these creatures? Even like a pack of blues are like, you gotta be careful with those guys.
I've been having to be careful with everything because I don't have an instant damage skill. The projectile that comes out has to splash. I'm playing Poison Concoction of Bouncing, for anybody curious. And man, because you want to be fast, though everything you have a lot of move speed, a lot of things like that, which means you can face plant into packs and you're healing on hit. So it's just a lot of situations I walk in and I can't get enough bottles out in time and I just die.
Oh man.
But it's also, I don't know. I feel like this league is in a decent spot for difficulty, but I feel like the rewards for, how many maps have I had to stick out and fucking go like 3, 4 portals into it, and I come out with like a C.
Well, you well, your first of all, your character, your build is just fucking ridiculous when it comes to mapping. Like, dude, your speed is atrocious. Not atrocious in a good way, right? Not in a bad way.
It's fun.
Yeah. Like, oftentimes I feel bad just for even hosting my own. Like, this is like, this is like, I
No,
can't.
I completely understand. Like, you're just like, I
Um,
don't want to deal with that shit walking into every room that's empty. Like,
yeah. So, but I don't mind because I stay just within range to get XP and feel relatively safe to level and all that stuff. So I'm fine with it. Um, like again, my character is not a mapper. Like it's not designed for that. It excels at single target. So it's just frustrating at that moment right now that it's not there yet, and my survivability is not where it is. Uh, so for those of you curious about this, so my UI started working today, right? Right before this patch, it started working. And one of the first maps I got a yellow modifier said 1% chance for these mobs to drop a divine orb. Right? I was like, oh, okay, that seems fun. And I put it on the most basic pack, the first one that said high. I said, all right, that makes sense, right? Boom, why not? And the first mob I walked in, boom, divine. It was like, oh, my first raw divine, like 5 days into the damn league. Papa's gonna make some upgrades. Maybe 2, 3 packs in, boom, second one. A few more packs in, third one. At this point, I'm not even halfway done the map. I'm saying to myself, like, bro, how many more divines am I gonna get in this one map? And it's like a tier 10 map. It wasn't even nothing special. But I ultimately did get only 3 divines out of that one. But that's like I can just thinking about, did I get that stat another time and I didn't have access to that UI? That's a pretty big deal. Like, you
I
know,
doubt it. It's pretty rare. The mod itself is pretty rare. I haven't even seen it yet. I've seen the chaos one twice, and both times that I've seen the chaos one, I've walked out with like 2C. Like I don't know what the fuck is going on with my RNG this league, but I am just feeling just starved. Like the couple things that I got just absorbed all of the luck.
mm, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I've been scraping, bro. Like the few cash you've been giving me, I've been like a what's the good word, like a hobo, bro. I've been making that shit stretch. It
Like
is
I
rough.
understand that completely. I did get not like lucky. I don't know. I don't know if like lucky is the right word. I got a divine
You got a
raw.
div like a like day one? Didn't you not get a div on day one?
I
Or
at
maybe
that
day
point,
two.
dude, I don't think you understand how much mapping I had done at that point. Kind of low.
No, I'm not saying that it's not justified. I'm just saying that you got like day one, day two, you got a raw div.
Yeah, and then I spent it on one item, which I still have, by the way. And then I
What? Why?
got
I'm curious. What item was it?
it was my belt with a whole bunch of resists on it, because that's usually my first thing that I, if I have money, I buy is a Stygian with HP and just like resists, tons and tons of resists.
Okay. I mean, that sounds fair. That sounds fair.
And then I ended up buying another div item for, I think it was what, my boots. And then I spent 25C on a crazy resist shield. And then no, my boots were not a div. They were like 20C. They're decent though. And then I spent the div on my chest piece, which is a 5-link carcass jack.
Okay.
So not like terribly unlucky, but I don't know, dude.
Six links, 5 links were dirt cheap this league. I don't know if that has something to do with the league content or if that has something to do with which I would imagine that's what it is. But I've seen 5 divs going for 5C on day two, day one.
Wait, what happened?
I was seeing 5 links going for 5C day on the first day,
Oh,
real
well,
cheap. And then I
that is
saw a
true.
6 link for 20C day two. Like they usually last maybe 3 to 4 days, especially 6 links. I can imagine a corrupted one, but I was seeing regular ones going for 20C. So if there was a few aggressive sellers for like 15.
Everybody's trying to was trying to make that money. Not to mention on day one, for instance, Exiles on day one were like 3C. Just nobody had money.
It did feel that way.
That's what it was. Like it wasn't. And even like when what was it? Trial of the Ancestors? No, it was the other one. The last Affliction. Even in Affliction, when everybody's giga juicing late game, it didn't feel that way early game because everybody kind of really stayed away from the league mechanic while leveling. Like people would go into it once or twice, realize that shit was hard as fuck, and then we're just like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna level. And then you see like the explosion of Magic Find later once everybody just like kind of gets up there and just starts seeing like, oh, this can be insanely profitable.
Yeah.
And this league with Necropolis, the UI, I actually agree with, I think it was Zizarin that said this. He was saying, he's just like, I don't know how this UI got out of like testing.
Which is the UI, the window that you choose before you go in? Is
No,
that
the
what?
window when you're choosing like your corpses. Sorry, your corpse
Oh
window.
yeah,
That UI was awful.
yeah, and I think it's
Awful.
too big. The corpses when they drop, it's too big, bro. You can't even hide it, man. Like it's blocking.
Yeah, they stay there,
It
and you
it
stay there
blocks
blocking
loot.
items. Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah,
blocks loot, man. If I got a
yeah.
divine behind one of those suckers, I can't do anything about it. I hope they address
Well,
that.
you could do what I was doing is if you change like your angle, you could sometimes see behind it if the thing is big enough. Because I had a chaos that did that. It was hiding behind it. And I was just like, give me that. It's my fifth one. But I've been enjoying my build. I don't know about the league. I don't. I've only interacted with the crafting portion of it like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah,
No,
same.
not 4 or 5 at this point actually.
I made one just
But
before we the thing.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this is going to have to get insanely good for it to even come close to ROG crafting.
I agree. Even
Like
the
it,
rock, you can't choose bases. The There's
No,
something
Rog,
about.
you can choose bases.
Well, I mean, you can choose based on his selection, right?
Right,
They're
but
adding
they're
you're adding bases now. They're adding bases to Necropolis now, so you can
yeah.
choose specifically the base. So that make it a little better. They're also fixing the linkages for those corpses.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
so
Like they're fixing a lot of the modifier things, so now you're gonna be able to make like an item with like nothing but T1 rolls. But it, like I said, like that, I think that's the reason they did it, and I don't think they've. I think they must have seen how many Rog crafts are selling for insane money.
yeah,
Because let's be real, dude.
I
I
always feel
craft.
like I always feel like I have a really shitty wind detector. Like in choosing what content to roll, like I'm like, which one? I'm like, oh, let me try it. This one looks pretty good, and I'm like, I just choose the completely wrong fucking one.
I just, dude, like I this league, dude. I've been so aimless. I've been incredibly aimless. I basically I spec'd into expedition, but I haven't had. I don't even know if the expedition craft is even on the map device anymore. But I haven't been able to afford to use it, even if it was. So I was kind of just going through mapping, trying to do my best to getting these completions. Couldn't find Vals to save my life, and completely forgot about Karak for the longest time. Like that banged me out. Like had I focused on Karak, gotten those, I would have been able to do a little bit better maybe. But I don't know. Like it's been a weird league so far. And then we both have a friend that's just like going fucking gangbusters apparently.
I mean, that's everything, right?
That's kind of normal for him. Yeah, but still like
Makes us
it doesn't
makes us
necessarily feel
feel
bad.
makes us feel like like chumps.
Well, no, I realize I don't play nearly as much as he does. Even when I'm playing, I'm not playing as much as he does. You know what I
It's
mean? Like I
true.
have to, I have think about it. The dude's level 96 or 97,
Yeah.
and we're level
You
90.
gotta give credit where credit's due. Definitely.
Yeah, he the dude's a mapper. The dude knows how to create strong builds. He goes for it. Like
What kills me about sometimes is that it's not his insane luck. Not his insane luck. It's not insane luck. It's appropriate to the amount of hours that he puts in. But it's like the how instant it is. Like it's almost like he's a magnet for currency. Where he'll
yeah,
go, oh, I'm gonna go. I remember him saying like 3 days ago. He goes, Dad, I want to do heist, but I think I might do a little heist. And like an hour in, he goes, "Oh, I just made 3 divs." I'm like, "Bro, what?"
yeah,
And obviously he equates like he's like he was the one like on like a first day. He was like he sold like 3 pieces of raw gear for like crazy amount of divs.
yep. Like dude, smart. Like good on him for realizing that. And then I think it was the dude's just going at it right now. He's going hard. And it's just like I even like when I'm on, dude, like I'm half watching videos, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. I and then I sit in my hideout when the video gets too good.
Like what like videos as in shorts or like videos in like
No,
YouTube.
no, no, like video videos,
Oh, so you're
like
watching like
longer form
shows.
videos. Yeah, watch shows. I was watching Archer. I watch all kinds of shit on the side while I map and stuff like that. And usually that serves well, but dude, just I don't know what it's like. You know what I think it is, man. I have some really good shit right now, and it makes me like hard focus on things that I find interesting. And when Archer's being hilarious, I just kind of look over and I have to watch.
Okay,
Ooh, the patch hit.
can't argue with that.
Downloading the patch. I'm going to start lagging.
Yeah, let me go do that. We don't want to make this too long since we want to get back to mapping, but any other? I mean, obviously, for those of you, check out the patch notes and all that stuff. You could do a deep dive on yourself. Otherwise, we will be probably getting back to mapping soonish, and give you give you a proper review of this whole patch thing. Probably to release on Friday after we review it for a few days.
Because yeah, I feel that we have to like I don't mind it being short because they've obviously heard the community. They're obviously addressing the
I
concerns
just
of
don't
the
want to be
community.
harsh. I don't want to be harsh on it too. Like I don't want to be like
I don't mind being harsh if it's worthy of being harsh. And again, I don't even think they were being harsh. I just they did not feel very good. I don't think that's me being harsh. That's just my opinion about it, and it's respectful. It's not like I'm one of those people that's like, oh my god, the league wasn't the fucking best thing in the world for 3 days. Oh, I'm gonna quit league path forever. Like it's fine.
one of our guild members, one of the earlier the ones that just released, the ones that just joined not too long ago.
Mhm.
He said that he was like, "Oh, this league kind of sucks. I'm probably just gonna skip this league." And in the back of my mind, I'm like, "You are not a true exile."
Nope. There's not everybody's in it, and he was begging to be invited to the guild. I'm actually, if as a matter of fact, I'm kicking
Nah, don't
like
do that.
that.
Don't be mean.
No, I don't think. Again, that's not being mean. It's why do I want that person in taking the possible free stuff that we put into the guild?
Well, yeah, I don't think he really played. He just loaded up a character. I think tested a few maps and then left. And I just haven't seen him back in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah,
See
that's
now I feel responsible for this. See,
you
guys,
shouldn't. It's
it's my
life.
fault. It's my fault.
It's life, man. Eventually, people are gonna be like, "Hey, can we join your guild?" And they'll be like, "Yeah." My dog's sneezing his ass off. Good job.
Yeah, dogs do that hard one. they got they got dad sneezes.
But yeah, hey, you know what? You brought us in. You go ahead and take us out.
All right. By the way, it did feel a little weird doing it. Felt like an imposter while I was doing it. I don't think I skipped the beat, but
You did not.
um,
You did it well.
this is your first and final reminder. Hit those buttons.
Buttons.
Right, 20 minutes in, right? We take a whole hour
We
and a
did
half to
it.
ask you to tell you. Hit those buttons if you like the content. If you check out the Q&A section on Spotify. If you have any input, check out our YouTube. We have some shorts up there, little clips of we doing things. We're gonna be posting. Once we start doing party play, we're gonna start putting up more shorts of basically crazy drops that we get. I posted on my first chaos, my first divine, which I got fucking finally.
Yeah, yeah.
And so yeah, so I'll be posting a few things up there. Unfortunately for Spotify, I don't have a similar function, so or I would do that. But yeah, just stay tuned. Check us out, and we wish you the best on this new content.
Indeed. Good night, peeps.
All right.